So, you lost yet? You confused? Do you even remember which hallway we went into to get here? See, that's the challenge, isn't it? Because you can find your way around the individual rooms pretty well, but it's mapping out the entire temple that can be kind of hard. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta use the hook shot to get back up there. The water's just low enough that you can't float, so, oh well, waste of time. Well, whatever. Alright, so, hook shot me. There we go. And let's go back up. Alright, so now we're kind of done exploring the outer hallways for the moment. We're going to head around to the south side, and you can see there's a locked door here leading into the tower. And we're also going to find our second water switch, which is going to take the water up to the second level. What we want to do here is come out and turn around. There's a hookshot target up here. Grab onto the ledge there, and obviously here's the second switch. So, I don't know, it's not really a switch, but it kind of is. I don't know really what to call it, so switch will have to do. So that will raise the water level, and also this floating block here that you can see. So we're going to actually take advantage of the fact that this block floated up, and there's sort of a hidden passageway underneath it, and that's where we're going to next. There you go. Just make sure not to fall on the spikes there. It's pretty easy to judge, but just in case. Alright, so let's fall on down here. And go around this hallway. Now in here you can see there's a chest over in the corner and a crystal switch here. What you need to do is hit the switch, and when you do that, a bunch of enemies are going to pop out here. So they're easiest to take care of if you do them the spikes first. Oh, there they go. They all just deactivated for me. Nice. Now you can pretty much just pick them off one by one. If you would do it somewhat quickly, that'd be nice, but... There we go. Now that you've taken care of those, the shell blades are pretty easy to take care of. So let's get around the switch here. There it goes. Then once you defeat all of them, the grating on that side will open, and we can now float up through it and get the chest on the other side. So that's pretty much all we came down here for. Alright, so we float up and climb up on that side, I guess, and then open the chest here. You can probably already guess, judging by its size, but we're going to get another small key. So we pretty much used a small key to get a small key. That's just how this place works, you know. You know, you just grow to expect it with the water temple, but there you go. Okay, so yeah, we're done with this little passage now. So we're going to head on back up here into the tower. Now we have to float all the way back up to the second level. And there's a platform right here with a door, so that's where we're going next. And now that we've raised the water to the second level, remember there was a room over on the east side where we met Rudo. Back on the bottom level, you could float up the hallway, and there was that gash in the wall I told you to remember. Well, now that it's at the second level, we can take care of that, so that's where we're going to go next. So we need to head back over there. It's easy to remember just sort of like the main places. Like the Rudo room is the lower east, and then the first switch you get through here, the second switch you get in the tower, and the third switch we haven't found yet, but that'll be somewhat easy to remember once we get to it too. So it's really good to just sort of remember landmarks, sort of. We need to get the bombs out again and blow this thing up. It almost looks like Link could sort of squeeze through there, but I guess bombs work too. Then we can open the chest on the other side, and we're going to get yet another small key. Awesome. Alright, so now that we've gotten a bunch of keys, we're going to start exploring the west side. Remember I mentioned those were pretty much mostly locked doors that we won't be getting to till later. Well, now it's later, so we're going to be getting to them. We're also going to come across the third water switch pretty soon, so I guess once we get up here we can start swimming. We're going to be going on the second level, obviously, because that's where the water's at. And over on the west side... Oh no, that's the tower in the middle. Alright, there is our destination. Could hookshot across if you want, but that's probably faster. Alright, so in here we've got a water pillar. You want to jump on it, but you can probably hear the Tektite jumping around, so just wait a little bit, and eventually he'll drop down and you can kill him. So you probably want to do that first, of course. Once we hit the switch, the water pillar is going to rise. That was kind of stupid. I should have went ahead and just did it the right way, but well, whatever. You can't really just ride this up because you kind of get thrown to the outside, so you really just have to wait if you do it wrong. Okay, so let's let it come on back down. There it is. And then we can hit it with the hook shot or arrows. Either one. Looks like it's going to have to be arrows since I'm just a little too far off. Oh, come on, man. It's a stationary switch. It's not that hard to hit. Alright, so we let this thing ride us up. And then we can check out the door on this side. And this is where we're going to come across the third water switch. This one up here. So this one's kind of in a neat little area, kind of off to the side from everything. Tektite's going to try to get me, but oh, too bad. So let's go ahead and play this and raise the water level up. And now that we've raised the level, we're going to still be exploring the west side with the locked doors, but this time we can go in the top level, so that's good. And here we are. Alright, so we're going to kind of take a pretty long venture away from the main room for a while. We're going to be in this little extension for quite a long amount of time. This is a pretty awesome room. It's one of my favorites. We've got these platforms that are sort of going down the waterfall with hookshot targets on them, so we need to jump down and then jump down again. And then if we want, we can. I like to go over to this one. I don't think you have to, but I just like to. It makes it a little bit easier of a shot. Then we pretty much just need to make our way up through the hookshot targets. You do kind of have to be quick here. They do move somewhat slow, but they move at a pretty steady pace. So, you know, in the time it takes to climb up and then get the hookshot out and then aim for the next target, you actually go down quite a ways. So you'll probably have to hit 4 or 5 of these platforms. I may have to do more because I messed up a little bit. But once you get to the top, get to this one and climb up and then through another locked door. Once we get in here, we've got sort of we've got a room with a bunch of heads in it, sort of dragon heads. The camera was spazzing out there. So we're going to have to be taking care of that. Obviously, the switch in the middle is very suspect, so we want to hit it. When we do that, the water level is going to raise along with the dragon heads and the Tektites. So watch out for those if you want, but they're pretty, you know, they don't really bug you too much. So here it looks like we might want to go across, but what you actually want to do first is freeze that guy, I guess, because he's kind of getting in the way. Is we want to hit the switch again, turn it back to red, and that will lower all the heads. And now we can actually get across using this hookshot target over here. Because the dragon head there comes out too far, as you can see, you would just fall right into the water if you tried to do that. So there you go. Once we get over here, we need to hit the switch again to make the heads rise up one more time. Well, actually, not just one more time. We're going to be doing it again after this, but then we need to lower it again. And hit the switch. I think you have to hit it a total of like 5 times, maybe. And once the head lowers, you want to crawl on it. You got to get a little bit creative here. I kind of like it. And then turn around and hit the switch again. I guess I could have used the hook shot, but whatever. And then it'll rise up with you on it. So you kind of have to think a little bit creatively there. Got some Tektites here waiting for us. Big Goron Sword takes them out easily. And of course, there is a like that's going to be bugging us. If you hook shot, you're going to drop right into it. So arrows from afar can be good. Bombs also work. There we go. It seems kind of weird. It's almost random where you can hit it with the arrows. I don't know. Alright, so we head on through, and now we're going to get prepared for one of the most awesome rooms in the entire game. Check this out. Nice big open area. How is this inside of a temple? There's a kind of a dead tree in the middle. Got some platforms over there on the side. This is a pretty awesome looking place. So let's check it out. We can pretty much just go across it. There's a nice echo in here and a nice reflection of Link on the water there running up. But you can see the door's kind of barred off, so we can't do anything about it. As we go back, what's this I see? One of pretty much everybody's favorite mini-boss. So I'm going to get out the Megaton Hammer there because if I remember, this is a pretty good way to do it. This guy's going to run at us, and you know what, let's get out the Master Sword just so I can kind of show you what he does. So let's target him. See what Navi has to say. This is Dark Link. Conquer yourself. Awesome. So he's pretty much going to mimic what we do. As you can see, he pretty much... that's awesome, too. I love that. That's like my favorite thing. He does that. That's so cool. But he pretty much mimics your sword attacks. And eventually, if you let him kind of sit around too long, he'll start attacking on his own. So what I like to do here is Megaton Hammer. And you can pretty much just smack him silly with it, and he won't fight back too much. You can also use Dense Fire. I've also read you can use Deku Nuts, which would probably be appropriate, but as you can see, the hammer's making pretty quick work of him here. Nope. Just gotta make sure you hit him. Eventually, I think he might start blocking this. I played around with him a little bit before, and I pretty much just let him roam free for quite a while, and then he really started fighting on his own, and he gets so hard when he does that. He pretty much attacks every chance he gets, blocks all your attacks and everything, but as you can see, with enough strategy, using an attack that he can't mimic, you can pretty much just slap him silly. And then once you do that, the illusion kind of fades, and you see what the room is actually like. So yeah, Dark Link is pretty cool, but ultimately pretty easy if you know how to do it. Then, of course, we're going to get something awesome for defeating the mini-boss. That's just how these things work. We're going to get the long shot. It's an upgraded hook shot. It extends twice as far. So yeah, we now have a super long hook shot. I can't really show it too much here, but the range is definitely noticeable. Got a block of time here that we want to play the Song of Time 2 and make it disappear. Alright, so we can drop on down here, and we're taken to this sort of underground lake sort of area. The water's flowing, we got a bunch of whirlpools here, and Navi's going to point out the obvious. Be careful, don't get swallowed by the vortexes. No, really. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in here. There's actually, you want to take this somewhat slow, because we are actually going to be picking up a Skulltula along the way, so, don't go too far. I really just let myself get carried. I don't try to sort of, swim with it or anything. You can see the Skulltula right there, so we want to sort of get the iron boots out. Okay, well, it's fine, whatever. And drop down, and then wait until it lets you use the hook shot. See, oh, there it goes. Like I said, it's really picky for some reason. I don't know what causes it, but we can get the Skulltula here with that, so that's good. Alright, and now we need to continue on. It's probably not a good idea to use the iron boots to try to walk past there, because you'll actually slide on the slope of the vortex, so... Alright, then here we need to... Oh, crap. Get away, get away, get away. I can almost make it. I'm right there. Oh, well, looks like we didn't get it. Of course, if you get swallowed, you're going to be sent right back up here with a heart gone, so that's just how that thing works. But it's okay. At least it doesn't take you somewhere super far out of the way, so you can really just try it again. Alright, so let's try this again. I think I just went a little bit too fast there and didn't really take the time to, feel it out. Alright, and once we get here, we actually want to head over this way. There's a little platform we can stand on. So you kind of have to get really close to the vortex there to reach it, but it is doable. Then we want to get out the arrows. Shoot this. Then that will open, and then quickly we want to take the long shot and hook over to it. That was really close. It was just about to run out of time. Then we can open the chest there to get another small key. So, awesome. Now let's go here, and if we jump off, we're back in this whirlpool room again. Do you remember where this is? I do, but I don't want to, tell it to you guys. I want to see if you guys can figure it out for yourself, if you can remember which hallway this was in. Alright, yeah, now we're just going to head back to the main room. This is the one that kind of takes a little while, so it's just, you just gotta deal with it, I suppose, but at least we're in a familiar area. You have to drop down here. Then come across, and I think this is the one I needed the hook shot for. Yes, it is. Awesome. I remembered right. Or is it? I don't know. It looks like I could just float. Yeah, I could just float. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. I needed the hook shot the first time, but not this time. There you go. Alright, so now we're back out in the main room again. Awesome. We're going to actually head back up to the top level on the west side. This is pretty much where we started our last excursion from, but we need to go back because there's another Skulltula we can get with the long shot. So let's take care of it. It's actually right in this room, so it's not going to take too long. Take care of both of those. And if we look over to the right, you can see it out there. And as you can see, look how long of a reach this is. That's so awesome. You definitely need the long shot to get that one, but it just seems like you can shoot so far with it now, so I like it. Anyway, that's pretty much all we came in here for, so that's good. And now our objective is we want to get the water back to the second level. So we can get to, I believe it's that room down there, I think. So, in order to get it to the second level, we would need to go to the main tower, but since the water's at the third level right now, we need to actually lower it all the way first by going to the lower east room where Rudo was, and then go back into the tower to hit the second water switch. Kind of a lot of backtracking here. You really just need to know your way around, but if you remember the landmarks, kind of like I've been saying, then it's actually really not that bad to figure out. And by now you can really start just using process of elimination to sort of, you know, make sure to check out the rooms that you haven't checked out yet. So Link, how's it going? You enjoying the water temple? No? You're not? Why's that? Ah, well, yeah, it does get a little bit annoying, I can understand. So, okay, time to do stuff again. Alright, so let's play the song here for the water switch. And that will lower it all the way. Now, of course, we need to go back to the tower. So let's go over there. Kind of run out of things to say at this point, you know. It's like I've already explained what we need to do, so it's just a matter of taking the time to do it. There's actually a Skulltula we can pick up in here with the long shot too, so make sure you remember that before we continue on. Or I guess I was just kind of telling that to myself, make sure I remember that. But alright, so that's going to get the water to the second level, which was our goal. So now I believe we want to stand on this floating platform, and if we look up, we should be able to see the Skulltula. Yeah, right up there. So let's grab it. I guess if you wanted, you could come in here when the water level was... well, I don't know. Could you come in? I don't know if you can open doors underwater. I honestly have no idea. I don't think so, but... I have no idea, so that's kind of interesting. But I was going to say you could come in here when the water was at the third level to get that one a little bit quicker, but well, we got it either way, so that's all that matters. Now we need to head over to the south side. This is the room I pointed out earlier. There's an eyeball switch down here under the water. We can shoot it with an arrow. That will open up the grating, and then quickly we need to get our long shot and shoot across. You can't enter this hallway until you have the long shot, because you got to get across way too quickly. You couldn't swim. So, now we go through here, and remember this block? Remember we pushed it at the very beginning of the dungeon. I said we'd be coming back to it a long time from now. Well, it's a long time from now, so we're coming back to it. Now we want to push it all the way over here. Then head to the right. There's a chest with a small key in it. There it is. Now let's just turn around and head straight on through, and there should be a long shot target up here somewhere. Yep, there it is. I'm kind of in a bad position here. But it looks like that'll work. And then we can keep on going here. And now, look at this! We're back out in the main room. Awesome. Alright, so this time we need to head... let's see, I think we definitely need to be going back to the second level. I think we're going to be raising the water back up to its max level. We're about done. So we need to be raising it up to water level 3, the highest one. And if you remember, we get to that through this west side door on the second level. So there you go. And once again, wait for the Tektite to fall down. There it goes. Now I'll stand on this thing. And get it. Of course, now that we have the long shot, we can easily hit the switch with it.